football, the 2021 Celebration Bowl is a black college football bowl featuring Jackson State University and South Carolina State on December 18th. I caught up with the executive director, Mr. John Grant. Check this out. Mr. Grant, first and foremost, I hope you and your family are safe and sound. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic, James, and thank you so very much for having me here with you today.
Thank you, sir. Many people regard this event, the Celebration Bowl, as the HBCU National Championship, the football game. Can you share with our audience the details on the big game coming up?
Well, we are excited that we have two championship teams that are going to be joining us December 18th here in Atlanta. The South Carolina State Bulldogs, led by Coach Buddy Pugh, will be taking on the Jackson State Tigers, led by Coach Deion Sanders. It's going to be a fantastic game. Both teams are undefeated in conference. Both of them are coaches of the year for their conference. So, and we know that the fan bases for both of those universities are very excited. So we actually believe that we're going to be delivering a world-class event, to our viewers and to fans this year.
Thank you, sir. Jackson State versus South Carolina State Bulldogs, December 18th, the SWAC versus the Meac in the HBCU National Championship football game. HBCU basketball, the Norfolk State Spartans are one of the hottest basketball teams in college basketball in America. Check out this BNC Sports exclusive with the coach, Robert Jones. The Spartans head coach, first and foremost, Coach, I hope you and your family and everybody in Norfolk and the Spartan Nation are safe and sound.
Yeah, everybody's doing well. Everything's okay.
Can you give our audience an update on your basketball team, sir?
Well, currently we're 9-2. We just had a tough loss last night to Hampton. Losing on a miracle shot at the buzzer. But hey, that's the beauty of college basketball. Also the anguish, I would say, of college basketball too. But we're 9-2 right now, which is the best 11-game start. That's still in Meac basketball history and, of course, Norfolk State history. So, we're still headed in the right direction. Just a tough loss last night, that's all.
Coach, when you think about that particular rivalry, you look at the Bay there in Virginia. Can you speak a little bit to that rivalry and why that can be so important when we look at HBCU basketball, football, and HBCU athletics as a whole?
Well, I haven't been a part of a lot of HBCU rivalries. I know I hear about the A&T and Central rivalry and, things like that. But the Battle of the Bay, got to be one of the best, if not the best rivalry there is. I mean, we're separated by 20 minutes across the bridge. And, it's two Division I schools with great history as Division I programs and as Division II programs. There's a lot of rich history in these two institutions. So when we meet up, it's always a war. It's always a clash. The community gets so engaged in it. It's like last night, we were 9-1 going to that game. We lost at the buzzer, which, I guess a lot of people saw it was a lucky shot and things like that. But at the same time, people almost forget that you're 9-1. And then Hampton, they were 2-6 headed to that game. And now people forget that they were 2-6. They just think about it, they beat Norfolk State. So it goes that deep. You almost throw the records out the window and you got to go play the game.
Now you're stacking up victories. You actually knocked off UNC Wilmington in Wilmington. Can you discuss that victory over a mid-major, another mid-major, if you will?
It was great victory. Like I always tell people all the time, although we're at HBCU, we think that we're one of the best mid-major basketball programs in the country. So we don't really get caught up in beating Wilmington or beating William and Mary or beating, we think that we're supposed to beat those schools if we want to be one of the best mid-majors in the country. We were fortunate enough to be ranked on the only mid-major poll that makes any sense or that counts with College Insider, the last poll, number 23 in the country. So we have shown that we're one of the best mid-major basketballs in the programs in the country, whether HBCU or otherwise. So UNC Wilmington was just another notch on that belt to go along with William and Mary and Bowling Green and Tennessee State and Hampton the first time, and Grambling and things like that.
All right, Robert Jones, the coach. The Norfolk State Spartans head on the road December 11th to play at the Shockers, Wichita State University. Tip-off 7 p.m. Eastern. Finally, it's time for our King of the Hill. He is a golf history maker. Many people believe he paved the way for Eldrick Tiger Woods. Lee Elder is our BNC King of the Hill. Lee Elder was born on July 14, 1934 in Dallas, Texas. Now, he passed recently on November 28, 2021 in Escondido, California. Beautiful area in the San Diego area. He actually turned pro back in 1959. Now, he retired from the links in 2005. His impact, how about 16 professional wins, 4 PGA Tour victories, and 8 PGA Tour Champions wins. In 1974, Elder captures his first PGA Tour win at the Monsanto Open in Pensacola, Florida. Now, he punched entry into the Masters tournament in Augusta, Georgia. That's key. Lee Elder shot 74 on day 1, a 75 on day 2, missing the cut but opening the door and making an impact. Tiger Woods. The late, great Lee Elder is our BNC King of the Hill, and beautiful. It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and it's so fitting, so appropriate.
Definitely, he's a kind of like a man of black history.
Totally.
But it's in a golf setting. You talk about scholarships. You talk about just giving back, and a great humanitarian.
Yeah, and of course, as you mentioned, toward the end, there'd be no Tiger Woods without Mr. Elder and his contributions to the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing on shoulders.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Always. No, go ahead.
Oh, real quick. Somewhere Tiger Woods is getting better every day. So
Yes.
you never know.
Yeah, well, he's already made it known. He does
Yeah.
not plan to come back to play golf full time. But, I
True.
mean, in whatever capacity we can get the great, we'll take him, right?
You never know.
Now, about that Chicago Bears loss, that's going to be hell to pay for our line producer. You know, she's a huge Chicago Bears fan. Normally, I get a free coffee when they win, so.
There you go.
They didn't win.
Yeah, but the good thing is the season isn't over. So stay tuned. There's another Sunday.
And another Monday, I'm going to need that free cup. All right, always a pleasure, James. Thank you. And
You
BNC
bet.
Live will be right back.